What's going on in there?
Nothing.
Anyway?
Nothing's going on.
Fantastic timing your mother has.
Ma, what's the emergency? Huh? I hope it's an emergency.
Well, it is. Do you think I'd come all the way over here in the middle of the night if it weren't important?
Just 1 second, Susan. We'll be right with you. Promise.
Please, I haven't done anything.
Sorry to interrupt whatever it is we're doing. I'm not even going to ask.
What can we do for you?
What's the emergency, Mom?
It's Allison. She's not here by any chance, is she?
No.
Between you and Hal.
She overheard Hal and I discussing some things. She didn't hear enough to put the pieces together, I can tell you that.
You hope. Or maybe not. You want her to find out, don't you?
No! I mean, not like that. She doesn't know, all right? Hal told me that she was pumping him for information, but he made sure he didn't tell her a thing.
Doesn't matter. Now she knows that something is going on. She's going to be like a dog with a bone.
That's not true. I mean, that's not necessarily true.
I know her, Emily. She's acting out already. Her grades are suffering. She's out of control. What's she going to do when she finally finds out the truth?
Allison.
Baby, I was so worried about you.
Right.
Hey! You going to tell me where you were? Or do we have to play 20 questions?
Sure. Let's play. What were you and Emily talking about before you saw me at the door?
We were talking about how worried we...
Bull! I could hear you from outside. You're hiding something from me. You said it yourself. Don't deny it. And I want to know what it is.
Are things missing? Clothes, the little bit of money she was able to save from her allowance.
Oh my God, this is awful.
This is awful. Well, you got your way. And as usual, everything's going to hell in a handbasket. You happy now? I just talked to Lucy. No luck there either.
Look, Mom, I know you blame me for upsetting the status quo here, but she had to find out the truth.
Why? Why did she have to find out the truth?
Because, Mother, we made no secret about this whole thing. The entire town knows about the in vitro.
Did you really expect somebody to walk up to Allison and say, hey, I heard that your mother got pregnant with you using your sister's egg?
I'm going to be upstairs.
No, why don't you stay with us and help us work through this?
Allison?
So, here we are.
Too bad we don't know who we are.
I do. Allison, I do, finally. I mean, it only took being locked up for a couple of months not knowing if I was going to live or die to put things in perspective, but...
I should have known this conversation was going to be all about you. Figures.
Allison, go easy on her.
Sweetie, when I was locked up in that spa, I had a lot of time to figure out what was really important to me. And believe me, it wasn't all the things I've lied and cheated to get in my life. It was about doing right by my family. You and Daniel and Hal and Mom. And that means telling the truth. I'm sorry if I did it badly, but I never meant to hurt you.
Well, you did. Thanks to you, I'm a freak of nature.
No, you're not. You're the same terrific person you've always been. And if I made you feel badly about that, I'm sorry.
Stop pitying me. I don't need you building me up or Mom tearing me down. I always felt like a stranger in our dumb little family, and now I feel like one in my own body.
Yeah, but that's normal. You know, teenagers, that's what teenagers go through. These are very tricky years for you, sweetie, and the mistakes you make now can affect the rest of your life, and that's why I'm not going to stay on the sideline any longer and watch you struggle. I want to help.
So you tell me I was hatched in a petri dish?
I know that's a lot. I know it's a lot to deal with. That's why I'm not going to push. I'm here for you if you need anything, if you want to talk.
Mom will be mad.
Not if you keep her in the picture, no.
Please, I can't talk to her. All she does is, ugh. That's why I came to you.
You just made my night. You can come here anytime, Allison.
Really?
Anytime at all.
How about tonight? I can't go home and face Mom. just don't want to talk, and I'm not ready.
Jennifer's room is available. Yeah, you can sleep up there. No problem.
So why don't you go upstairs and check it out? And I'll meet you up there and give you some fresh sheets.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Even exchange. My pop for the Providence.
And what about the diamond?
I don't care about the diamond. I just wanted my pop.
Well, of course, darling.
So we're hitchhiking, right? You mean Henry, a real nice picture. We're hitchhiking to the hotel where supposedly my pop is. And Paul pops up out of nowhere.
Thank God.
No, thank God. Because Henry got spooked and he took off. So I don't know where he is. I don't know where my pop is. And then I'm yelling at Paul for screwing things up.
Oh, honey, that's perfectly understandable.
I'm fighting with him. Fighting with him through the jungle, trying to get to civilization. We get to water. We're walking along the shoreline. And get this, some yahoo starts throwing harpoons at us.
Harpoons?
From a boat. No, that's not even the best part. The guy just throwing them. Dead ringer for Simon Frazier.
If you're pulling out of this deal because of the fight I had with Craig.
Yeah, well, partly.
Carly wasn't even there, so I don't understand what the problem is.
The problem is everything that comes with the package. Carly is like, she's like a gorgeous man who makes a lousy husband. It's not worth the hassle.
Before my little mix-up at Java Underground, you were at least willing to give Carly a chance. That fight, that was my doing. For what it's worth, Carly was appalled when she heard what I had done. She doesn't deserve to have the chance of a lifetime snatched away from her because of it.
Hey.
You found a sitter.
Yes, wasn't easy. Lisa, I didn't want him to come here. So are you starting to change your mind about you and me?
Howdy, y'all. Confab, Jack. How's Trevor?
Can't complain, Craig.
Daddy, come on.
Oh, prior engagement. Otherwise, I'd stay chat.
Yes, a family dinner. Enjoy.
Cute.
Not a harsh word. I am so impressed with you, my dear. Dare I just hope that perhaps you've changed?
Well, yes, I have. So much so, in fact, that if you're thinking about attaching any conditions onto our business deal about how I live my life or how I deal with my sister or my man or my son, you can take your deal and you can stick it. Not worth it. I think you are, too.
Carly, I have always said that you are a fine designer. I've never denied that. You're also a high-powered salesperson. But look, I have spent a lot of my life just jumping out of a frying pan right into hellfire. And, well, why not take another leap? Huh? Okay, honey, I want finished sketches by the end of next week. And a little unsolicited advice to you. Jack Snyder is a gem. Hard to find. Be good to him.
That's very sweet.
And this is another thing I've got to tell you about this this disease. We probably shouldn't touch or anything like that at all until I'm cured. But I just wanted to make it up to you.
I don't care what you have.
Oh, God, that was dumb. I told you I didn't want to get you sick. Oh, I'm gonna wash up.
That's not Simon.
What am I, the last freaking person in New York who speaks English or what?
Second to last, actually. I am supposed to be somewhere in the French Riviera right now. So this is not 47th and 8th outside that window. It is some schwanky boulevard in Saint-Tropez. And when I'm finished here, I am going to go sunning by the sea or wherever the wind takes me because there's no place in the world I'd rather be or have to be because I have one grown daughter and I have two little daughters that are being taken care of by somebody else. So I am a free woman in Paris. And nobody knows I'm in New York.
Your secret's safe with me.